Welcome back to the Fight Night Daily Podcast from talkSPORT. We are in the immediate aftermath of Oleksandr Usyk retaining his unified heavyweight championship against Daniel Dubois. Clouds of controversy, and that's why we're all here to give you an immediate reaction on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel from the Tarzycki Arena. A beautiful arena here in Poland. We've had a fantastic week, and obviously lots to talk about in the immediate aftermath of what we've just seen. Usyk gets the job done. Was it 9th?
It was
because of the aftermath in the 9th round. So he gets the stoppage in the 9th round. Obviously, Daniel Dubois went down. Obviously, in the 8th, gets the job done in the 9th round. He retains his unified championships. But there was plenty of things to talk about that happened a lot earlier in the fight. Before we get to that, your assessment of Usyk and Dubois.
I thought Usyk was very impressive tonight. Won almost every round. He stuck to the guns. I think he did get hurt in the 5th round. Whether it's a low blow or not is up to the decision of the referee, Luis Pavon. He's the sole arbiter in that. It's a split decision, split moment decision. I think we saw ways of him getting challenged tonight for other opponents, but he's very impressive. He carried the event brilliantly. Daniel Dubois, I thought I was really impressed with. I loved his head movement. I loved his minerals, as we've called it today. I loved his game plan. I loved the fact he listened to Don Charles. And, you know, he ran out in the end, but he showed more than we've ever seen before tonight. He showed a guy who can go on and win a world title. I thought it was a thrilling contest in so many ways. I mean, did you not feel the heat in yourself while you were watching it? It was a proper heavyweight boxing match with plenty of drama.
I think what we found out from Daniel Dubois is that actually his stock rose. You know, we come here with a lot of people's expectations were that Daniel Dubois was going to get stopped inside the distance and he was going to put up no fight at all against Oleksandr Usyk, and it'd be too slow, too big, his feet would be too slow. What we learned there was Don Charles, who's a great trainer with heavyweights especially, has been away, he's been working stuff with Daniel Dubois. They had the body bag on, he said that he was going to work the body, they were shooting everything to the chest, to the body. They recognised where the weakness was. The only time Usyk's been down, amateur or pro, is to the body. He doesn't like it on the body, and talking about the body shot, by the way, which was on the waistline, and that's down to the referee whether he rules that low or not low. He would have been into the dressing rooms and had a word with both fighters. Be interested to see what that was actually. Have a word with both fighters and say keep it above here or not below the waistline.
So you're saying the referee was wrong?
Well, I'm saying the body shot was a bit.
No, but are you saying the referee was wrong?
I don't know what the referee's decision was, so I'm not saying it's
wrong.
We
know what the referee's decision was.
No, you don't know.
In the ring, we know what his decision was.
But we don't know what the instruction was.
Yeah, hold on a minute, mate.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he made a decision in the ring during the fight.
No, yeah, but he makes
it doesn't matter what he said in the dressing room.
Yes, of course it does, you Wally.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does.
Of course it matters.
Of course it does, you Wally. Because he wouldn't have ruled it low otherwise, because it wasn't low.
Hang on.
It wasn't low. It was waistline.
No, but not to the referee in the ring.
How do you know that?
Because he made that decision.
Yeah, but we don't know that he didn't either. We don't know what he said, or whether he said anything.
He has already said to people afterwards.
He ruled it a low blow.
But
my
point
we know he did because he didn't count.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my point is, it wasn't low. Is my point. But Usyk was rolling around like he'd been hit. Can I say this?
Yeah.
That he'd been hitting the balls. He was rolling around like he'd been like, oh, I'm done.
You can say he was hitting the fucking balls.
The shot was hit here, mate. The shot was hit here, so whether...
Are you going to use your microphone? Because people need to be able to hear.
Yeah, the shot, sorry, mate, I'm getting wrapped up because of this clown. He's getting hit here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being honest, mate. I know where this shot lands.
We've all been hitting the balls.
No. Don't stop it.
But you saying he's robbed, basically. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying he's robbed.
What
I said the shot wasn't low.
Listen,
and it changed the momentum of the fight.
Here's something to think about.
It did change the momentum of the fight.
Here's something to think about that we haven't talked about yet. Yeah. What do we think would have happened if the referee started counting rather than the judge did a low blow? Do we think Usyk would have got up? I think he'd have got up. I think Usyk would have got up.
I think he'd have got up.
I think he'd have got up.
Yeah,
so I think to say that one moment has robbed him of the whole fight.
No, you can't.
There are too many things that we don't know.
Change the pattern. What I'm saying is that as a fighter, you see the opponent, you think, I've hurt him there. I've genuinely hurt him. He would have that would have put him to another level.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is things could have changed. People must understand this.
Calm.
Yeah.
Right? I know you're revved. The facts are this. We didn't see pre-fight the instruction from the referee as to where the law... What is jurisdiction on the belt line. We didn't see that so we're guessing whether he's done that in the dressing room. We know for a fact, as you've just said, in the ring, he judged that as a low blow. My eyes have seen that monitor. It hits the belt line, right?
Yes.
That's fact.
It's a grey area.
Absolutely, it's a grey area. You go online now, there's loads of people saying it was low, there's loads of people that saying it wasn't low. That's how hard that decision was in that particular moment. There's obviously now calls. Should we use video assistance to help referees make that decision better? Maybe there is a thing for that. Now, here's the fact. He got given 5 minutes, Oleksandr Usyk, okay? Takes the full 5 minutes, he recovers. There's still 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in that round. Yep. Daniel Dubois didn't jump on him.
He tried to.
He did jump on him enough for me.
No, I agree with that, boys.
Yeah,
he
didn't enough for me, but
he didn't.
But he did.
He should have thrown everything in the kitchen sink at it
because he was still
there. He knew he'd rattled him, right? Because, like you say, whether exactly where the shot landed, he's saying, "Oh, it's my balls," but it's not, mate. It's your body that you've been hit with, whether it's low or not.
That's fair enough.
That's body. That's the point I was making.
No, that is fair enough.
And so, then you've got to jump on him and do it, and Daniel didn't do that, and that is.
But we can't be recidivist about the result because that's the result.
No, we're not. But it's fun though to just talk about ifs, buts, and maybes, and if. I think if he'd been a bit older and a bit more experienced at this kind of level, maybe he would have jumped on him a bit more.
I do think
that's the kind of thing that comes with experience.
I tell you what I did think. I wondered if there was a moment, and I'm going to be honest about this, right? There was a moment where I did wonder if Usyk was looking for a way out as a disqualification.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say
Absolutely.
that. I am going to say that.
And that's a fair comment.
Because it was going through your head, wasn't it?
That's a fair
comment,
mate.
Is he going to stay down here, and is Daniel going to be disqualified?
Yeah, because if he'd sat out the 5 minutes, then the referee has a decision to make there. And basically, the decision he's making is: do I believe him or do I not believe him? Yeah. And he clearly believed him because he
said
gave
it
us
after
a low blow.
Yeah.
But he did also go to the officials and say accidental foul. He didn't take a point even, let alone 2.
That was strange as well.
Well, because he deemed it accidental. He deemed it accidental. He sees it once and he's got to make his mind up quick. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. But they were targeting that area.
Yeah, but whether it's ruled low or not, it's not low. It's in the body.
Did he not tell him?
That's my point.
Did he not tell him
my
4
point
times?
It's up the old Ned Kelly, mate. It's up the derby.
Did he not
It's
tell
not
him?
in his balls. His bollocks are not in his stomach. That's my point.
Did he not tell him 4 times about low blows tonight?
Several occasions,
Yeah.
Now listen, right? That debate's going to rage on. There'll be people in the comments, obviously, they'll be getting stuck into that as well. The fact is, Usyk rallied, he gathered himself, and round 6, 7, 8, 9, he went through the gears and just showed how classy he is.
Yeah, and that's what he always does, you know. I thought Don was really good in the corner tonight because he was saying to him, he was saying to him every time he was cranking up, he was saying to Daniel, "You've got to stay in there, you've got to stay in there." And what I really liked from Dubois tonight was we knew going into this who the better boxer was. We know pretty much who the better boxer is when Usyk gets in with anybody. So Daniel's a perfectly good boxer. He's technically correct. He can punch strong. You know, he's got a lot going for him on that front. Tonight for me, it was all about the minerals. Is how long can you stay in that hot sauna? Can you stay in it at this level or not? You know, because against Joyce, you didn't stay in it, mate. Yeah. Can you stay in it? Yeah. And it looked to me like he was looking for the door at the end of that 8th round, and then but he didn't. The
corner had done a great job of revving him up, mate.
Gave it to him as best you can, and then in the end. It wasn't quite like Yard against Kovalev, but he collapsed out of exhaustion, really. He walked onto a jab, went down, and he was done.
He gave it everything. It's because he gave it all that he could. Like Oleksandr Usyk, what he did show us was that he could turn the screw when he needed to turn the screw, and he showed us why is he unified.
You both said it. Daniel Dubois' stock has risen.
Absolutely.
You've all said it tonight.
100%
impressed.
I think he becomes a world champion eventually.
They both come out winners in many ways.
Yeah, he's got time. He's got a wonderful amount of time on his hands. Yeah. He is not going, in his career over the next 10 years, unless he fights Fury, for example, he isn't going to face much better than what he's just faced this evening, is he?
No, and he can take an enormous amount of confidence from that.
Course.
You just got to make sure you build on it.
Listen, Usyk, what is Usyk's 36, 37, isn't it? Daniel's a 26-year-old kid. You know, you look at like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, they're all in their 30s now. Wilder, they're all in their 30s. You know, half of them in their late 30s. So, you know, time is on Daniel's side.
It really is on his side.
His stock is risen.
Just to finish this off, the absolute imperative thing that has to happen next, we have to see the undisputed fight between Fury and Usyk, don't we?
Did Alex Krasik not say that is absolutely what they want to
but
see next to us in the ring?
We've all been hearing it for a long time.
I'm hearing behind the scenes it's being done for the first third of next year.
I'll tell you what I'd love to see as well. If Joyce could beat Zhang, I'd love to see Joyce and Dubois do it again.
Look at you throwing cats amongst the
Can I
pigeons.
just ask us all one other thing as well? Because everyone's going to be talking about it today and tomorrow. What do we think now about Usyk in against Fury after that?
I think Fury might fancy it a bit
I think
more
he
now.
does.
Yeah,
A bit more now.
I think what Fury's a master at, right, is he's a master at using his size to his advantage, but he can match Usyk for agility. He's light on his feet.
IQ.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think that is key in this one because
And
Fury,
he knows low blows don't work.
Fury will know to use that size, and he'll know to bully him. And another thing and all, mate, you're going to get a low blow and all.
Listen, we've had a fantastic week. Hopefully you've enjoyed what we've managed to bring you this week from Poland. Obviously, we did the live stream this evening, so thank you very much for tuning into that. Our live commentary on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that because we're back at it next week. We're up to Manchester for the rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith. Will it be repeat? Will it be revenge? We'll find out live on talkSPORT next weekend.